anyone who works in tennis, I think, understands that getting girls to play is one of the most important things. There's not as many girls playing tennis as boys. It's very hard to get girls to play sport, especially competitive sport, and they have to work so hard on it. But what a great thing it is, because seeing girls playing sport at a young age, it's good for them physically, mentally. It's just great, and it's a good thing. But it's become harder and harder and harder, and a great deal of the reason, I think, is because of the LTA's mini tennis competition structure at a young age. And I'll explain. Before, you'd have an under-10 tournament, an under-10 girls tournament. You'd have a tournament, not many people in it, but 5 girls maybe, and they'd have a tournament. They'd have fun. It would be great. So good. They're having a tournament. Now, it's not possible. 2 of those under-10s are 10, 2 of them are 9, 1 of them's 8. And I've been to tournaments like that. The 8-year-old, maybe it's her first tournament, but she's not bad. And she is able to play because she knows she's playing with girls. And she'll have a good time, but she's not allowed to play anymore. She'd play in this tournament, she'd carry on, she'd play. Maybe she's going to play for England, but no, she's not, because she's not allowed to play. Now, the 9-year-olds, they want to play, they're not allowed to play. They want to play with these girls and this girl. Under the current competition structure, they're not allowed to play. So, 2 left, no tournament. Before, tournament, wonderful. But now, no tournament. The same even happens to under 12. You've got under 10s before and under 12s, and the under 10s would play in their own event, this event, and then they'd play in the under 12, get extra experience. But now, no, because they're 10, they're 11, they can't play. 9-year-olds can't play with 8-year-olds, 8-year-olds can't play with 9-year-olds, 9-year-olds can't play with 10-year-olds, and 11-year-olds can't play with anyone. So, no tournament. Before, they'd have a tournament, 2 10-year-olds, 3 11-year-olds. But now, no tournament, so girls aren't playing. So, I think the LTA has seen this, and they said, well, there's no girls playing, what are we going to do? There's not enough girls to make an orange tournament, there's not enough girls to make a red tournament. I know what we'll do. We'll put them in for boys. We'll put the girls with the boys. So, now the orange girl has to play with 3 boys in a tournament. And she doesn't want to. She rejects it. She would rather be playing with the 10-year-old girls, the 8-year-old, because they're girls. Girls want to play against girls if they're going to compete. It's hard enough to get them to compete anyway. But now, she has to go with the girls. She rejects it. Sorry, with the boys, she rejects it. She gives up tennis. Even worse for the 8-year-old. Does an 8-year-old want to be playing 3 8-year-old boys? I don't think so. It would be nice if they did. But they don't. They want to be playing girls. This 8-year-old girl would rather be playing the 9-year-old, the girls who are older than her, because they're girls. But she's got to play the boys, and the boys are saying, no, it was in, no, it was out, no, you can't, oh my word. And she rejects it. She says, no, I don't want to play with these boys. So she doesn't play. And it's a terrible thing, because you need more girls in sport. And there's less and less, because, I'm sorry to say, but because of the competition structure, which concertina's kids into a year band. So instead of a 3-year band, it's 1 year. You've got to have different events for them, and there's not enough girls to go around, so there's no events. They have to play with the boys, they reject that, and they don't play. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. And it's a disaster. It's a disaster for girls all across the country. All across the country, girls aren't competing, girls aren't playing tennis at a young age. And it's going to affect our girls' tennis for years down the line. And it's going to affect the girls who aren't playing tennis now. They'll be playing the piano. This girl is playing the piano. These 2 girls, they're doing the trombone. And these 2 girls, they're not doing anything. They're on their Xbox. They could have all been playing tennis. It's terrible. It's a disaster.